Hey guys, I'm here with another time-lapse video, and this time it being a little full body of my Persona Ace. I don't really know what I wanted to do with this picture. It was kind of spontaneous, which was, I like spontaneous pictures because, you know, I have an idea and I draw it immediately and it gets done faster. But anyways, today I have a few questions that I had some people on Deviant Art ask me, and I also have a topic to finally talk about with this video, which is how I almost got scammed on Deviant Art. But I first wanted to answer the questions that I had. It was on a poll that I made asking what the main topic of this video should be. And so the first question is from Firestar630. What is your favorite drawing that you've made? That's a hard question to answer because there's a lot of pieces that I really do like. But if I had to choose, one of them would have to be my smoke weed everyday picture that I made back in 2015. I'll probably post a picture or I'll put it in the description. But if we're talking about more recent pictures, I would have to say the whole neighborhood scared. Like, I really like that picture. It's my Persona Ace again, and she's holding a baseball bat with barbed wire around it, and she has a cut on her leg, and there's like a sunrise behind her and stuff. I really like that one. She looks like a smartass in that one. I just really like how it's a simple pose and stuff, but I did put a lot of work into it, and a few hours went into it, so I think that's my favorite picture that I've ever drawn. And there's a lot of pictures that I really like that I've made, but that one has to be my most favorite. And the last question, since I didn't really get a lot, the last question is from my friend Night Owl. What's your favorite meme? In all caps. I don't know. There's so many memes, but if I had to choose, it would be either the "Can I get a" meme or the floor is meme, like the floor is lava, or like the floor is responsibility. That one is my favorite. There are some really good ones out there. But anyways, those were the questions that have been asked. So if you asked the question, thank you so much, and let's get on to the topic of discussion, where I almost got scammed on DeviantArt. This happened literally the other day. So I loaded DeviantArt, like the front page of DeviantArt where the most recent deviations are posted, and there was this one screen cap of a person's stash that had a bunch of these characters on it, and I hovered over it and it said character sale, they all have to go. And I clicked on it to see if there was any cheapos that I could buy, if there's any cute ones that I could save up money for. And side note, I don't have any money right now. That's why I was like, I'll ask if they could put a character on hold, and I could get some money in like a week, you know, selling like a YCH or something. Anyways, so yeah, I clicked on it and I went to the description, and they said, I'll mainly take points, but I can take PayPal. So I'm like, great. And then I clicked the stash link to look at their characters, and I found this one character called Mew. It was a cute little like cat character, cute pastel colors. It reminded me of Rainbow Sherbet. So I commented on the original deviation and was like, hey, can you put this character on hold for me so I could purchase it so I could give you the money on PayPal and, you know, purchase it, obviously. And they're like, yeah, I could get PayPal set up tomorrow, so don't send anything tonight or anything. So it's like, okay. And they asked me like, do you have a set price on it? And I was like, $15 to $20. And they're like, yeah, that's okay. I'll get PayPal set up, ready for tomorrow. And I'm like, cool. Once I have the money, you can note me your PayPal email or whatever, and then so that all happened. And I do have a bad memory, so the tab with the character's reference sheet I kept up on my browser for like a day, the day in between the other day and today. And so I kept that up for a while. I kind of forgot about the tab being up there. I just like left it alone. And then I looked back at it after a while, and it reloaded itself because on my browser on Chrome, like if you haven't gone on a tab for a while, it reloads it for you. So it's like up to date and stuff. And so I looked at it, and the user that was selling the characters was deactivated for some reason. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? And beforehand, I did look at their page, and they did make their account the day before, and like there was nothing on their page or anything. And I thought that it's like, oh, maybe they made a new account and they want to sell their characters and they want to start fresh. So like they're trying to like sell their characters and stuff to, you know, do whatever. So I gave it the benefit of the doubt. But then afterwards, I started getting like replies to my comment on that original deviation of the screen cap of the stash, saying like, don't send any money, this is a scam, don't send any money. Like 2 people, you know. And the person, the owner of Miu, the character that I wanted, was like, replied to my comment and was like, hey, this is my character, don't buy it. And I'm like, what is going on? And then I saw that I had a note in my notifications, and they were like, hey, you almost bought my friend's character. This person that's trying to sell characters is trying to scam you. I don't know what to do, but I'm really sorry if you already spent your money. Like, don't send any more, don't send money, don't do anything. And like, I was relieved that I didn't send any money, because this isn't a big deal, but if I did send any money, then it would be a really big deal. Like, I would have been so pissed off. And so luckily I didn't send any money. I replied to the note saying, hey, thanks for letting me know. I didn't send anything, nothing has been sent, so there's no losses at my part. Really sorry that your characters have been stolen. So the moral of the story is just be careful who you're buying from on DeviantArt, because you really don't know who you're buying from. Especially if it looks suspicious. If you get any ounce of suspicion, like if the account was made like a week ago or something, where like there's nothing on the page or anything, just don't buy anything. Like, be very careful with people and buying stuff online, because you never know. Unless like Amazon or something, because that's like a reliable place to buy things online. But if you're buying characters and stuff, be careful with that. People like to scam you. Especially furries. Like, people love to scam furries. But yeah, that's my whole spiel on the DeviantArt thing. But let's talk about the materials. I used some Strathmore watercolor paper, and then I used my Micron Pigma pens for the outline. I used size 005, my smallest size. And then I used these like Chinese watercolors. I don't really know the name, I threw out the packaging, but I got it from Hobby Lobby. They're these like tubes of watercolor. They're really weird, like some of them are really like soft and squishy, and then others are like dry as chalk, but like they don't come off or anything. Like if you rub your finger on them as they're dry, like they don't come off or anything. I really like them because they have a lot of pigment in them. And I think I also used a little bit of my Winsor & Newton palette. Winsor & Newton Cotton watercolors. And for my brushes, I'm not really sure. Brand, I think it's Master's Touch, something like that. It's really, it's synthetic hair and squirrel hair, which I really like because it soaks up a lot of water, it soaks up a lot of pigment, and you could go a while without having to re-wet your brush and stuff. So I really like that. And I also used some of my Finetec Pearl Colors watercolors for her eyes as a knife and her shoes, which I did off camera because I just didn't really feel like you really need to see that. It's kind of like whatever. And for the washi tape that I used at the end, just some plain old washi tape from Hobby Lobby, just to decorate a little bit, because I always like to put backgrounds on my drawings. I don't like to, I feel like it's a waste of paper if you do like you don't have to have backgrounds in your drawings, but for like a character being this small on this big piece of paper, like I feel like you need a little bit something else to look at, you know. So I definitely did that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this drawing today. I hope you guys like it, and I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the music. So see you later.